This is Lesson 8 on page 115, Customizing Presentation Navigation. You and your team have put a lot of time and effort into creating a high-impact, well-polished presentation, and you don't want to have to create different versions of the presentation for different audiences. Additionally, you don't want your presentation to be inflexible during an event. Discussions often take different directions when the audience begins to interact with the presenter. PowerPoint provides you with the ability to tailor your presentations to suit the exact needs of your audience. Understanding how to take advantage of these options means that you will be ready to deliver your message regardless of the situation, without a lot of rework. In this lesson, you will divide a presentation into sections, add links, and create a custom slideshow. So topic A on page 116, dividing a presentation into sections. During development of a presentation, or even after you have finalized the content and are beginning to think about delivery, it can be overwhelming when you have a lot of slides. PowerPoint has a feature that helps you create groups of slides to make it easier to switch between viewing the forest of the entire presentation and the trees of the individual slides. So starting with this section, we're going to actually look at sections in PowerPoint. And sections are organized groups of slides within a presentation that can be added, named, and removed. So in this example presentation, I have 6 slides here. I know that's not many, but let's say I was collaborating with 2 other people in my class, and we were working together to create this presentation. Let's say I was responsible for slides 1 and 2. Mary was responsible for 3 and 4. And then Chris was responsible for 5 and 6. I could break these up into sections so everyone knew what slides they were responsible for. So starting with slide 1 selected, on my Home tab in my Slides command group, here I have a section drop down. And I can add a section from here. Now since I'm on slide 1 and I only have one section right now, you can see all of those slides are part of section 1. Well, I'm going to start by renaming this section. With that untitled section still highlighted, I'm going to go back up to my section drop down, and now I have the option to rename the section. And I'll call this Errand Slides. So now Mary's responsible for slides 3 and 4. So I want to go down in my thumbnails pane, select slide number 3. So whatever slide you select when you create a section here, it's going to start that section right before your currently selected slide. So with slide 3 selected, I'm going to go up to my section drop down and add section from here. You can see it gets the default title, untitled section. I can go back to rename that, and we will name this Mary Slides. So right now, Mary Slides is everything after slide 3, all the way to slide 6. So now for Chris's slides 5 and 6, I want to select slide number 5, create a new section, and then I can rename that to Chris's slides. So now I have 3 separate sections in my presentation. These are collapsible and expandable, so if I don't want to focus on, slides 3 through 6, just in case, to take a look at them, I can collapse them just by hitting that little triangle to the left of the section name. You can see Mary's slides collapse, Chris's slides collapse. It tells you how many are in there. You can expand them by clicking that triangle again. From that section drop down, you have the option to collapse all if you want. So maybe if you have, numerous sections in your presentation, you're able to see each one, each title of each section. You can expand all from that drop down. You could remove a section if you wanted to, whatever one you're located in at the moment. You could go to that section drop down and remove it. You could also remove all sections. Now, if I wanted to move one of Mary's slides into my section, you can see I can just click and drag it up in my thumbnails pane and drop it into place after that section title moves. I can also reorder them in my slide sorter view. If I go up to my View tab, Presentation Views group, and Slide Sorter, you can see everything is broken up here by our sections as well. So if I wanted to bring slide number 3 into my section, again, just click and drag it up, drop it after my last slide. You can see now Mary's section only contains 1. All right, so an easy way to give responsibilities to people for certain slides when you are collaborating on a project. Your next video will be Activity 8.1 on page 117.